Hello viewers out there, really quickly in the next couple of minutes I'm going to be showing you what to expect on the charts in the coming week. Okay, so and very importantly, you don't want to miss out on subsequent content we are going to be sharing on this channel. So what do? You are advised to click on the subscribe icon right in front of you. So just click on the subscribe button there, so that when next we drop content like this, you will be the first to get notified. Okay, there's this mantra we normally recite. We say what you don't see on the chart you pay with your money. Okay, so that's the reason why we are here, to help you see things that you might ordinarily not see on the charts. Okay, so we have to show you what we expect to see on the market, and that could guide your trading for the week. Okay, so with that said, really quickly, let's dive into the forecasts for the week. But before that, let's see what we analyzed for last week. So last week we had that price closed around this point on the chart. Okay, so this was where we had price closed last week, and then we said we said on the channel that so I said we're expecting price to dump further, but I said we could see a retracement up to this zone up here. Okay, so I said we could see price react on this zone then dump. Okay, so that was actually what we saw, but it broke a little bit more to the upside and indicated a form of supply area up here. Okay, but that was just exactly how it played out, and the week has been a dump, guys. So the week has been a dump. So that was an excellent forecast last week. So if you were on this channel last week, you should have had an excellent idea of what price was expected to do, and that was basically what it did. So that's what we are here for, guys. That's why we are here. So we're here to give you premium contents on forecast and expectation projections for the week. Okay, so we're here to give you what to expect for the week. So for GBP, like I said, we expected the bearish week and we had a bearish week. So now we are going to be looking at what to expect in the coming week for GBP USD. Okay, so firstly, let's do a top-down analysis. So let's start from the weekly time frame very quickly. So let's see what has changed on the higher time frame. So on the higher time frame, as you can see, I've been saying that the market was bearish for many weeks now. I've been saying the market has been bearish for like a couple of some weeks now, and then we've seen that this particular area on the chart has been broken. That's a very strong area, and now we are reacting on a strong low. So this low is strong, and the reason it's strong is that it broke the previous high, which is this point. Okay, so we are reacting on a strong low, and it's possible to see a form of reaction from here on the weekly time frame. Okay, so I have already mapped out a supply area, which is this area I just have drawn there on the chart, if you can see it on my screen. So that's a possible place we could see a rejection from before the continuation of the dump. So if this area is to give us a decent pull up, then we could expect to see price up there. So this was our target once upon a time. If you remember many weeks ago when we had price dancing around this region, I told you I was expecting to see price at this point, and now we are here, guys. So we could see a decent pull up from there. That's for the weekly time frame on GBP USD. So this is GBP USD, guys, and currently we are at 1.2383. So let's quickly see the daily time frame and see what we can expect to see from there. So on the daily time frame, if you recall, I told you we had a form of head and shoulder pattern playing out here. Okay, so this is the right shoulder pattern here, and then I told you that the expectation of this pattern was that once we break through the neckline, you can expect to see price around the low. And beautiful, guys, price is currently around the low. Okay, it's currently around the low, and this is the ultimate low. We are not exactly at the ultimate low, but we are already at the low. We are at discount region for a buy. Okay, so although I did not say we are going to buy yet, so get that right, but this is a decent area for a buy because this is a strong low that broke this point here. Okay, so we are going to watch out for the reaction from here. So on daily time frame, what do we see? We see the market has still been bearish, forming series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs moving forward. They have been forming series of lower lows, but from the area we are reacting from, let's see how price reacts here. Okay, so last week this was the weekly supply point. I refined it on the daily time frame. If you watch the last video, you see where I refined this supply. So this is a weekly supply currently refined on the daily time frame. So what that means is that if we get any form of bullish reactions from here, we can expect to target this supply, and then from this supply we can expect to dump price further. Okay, so remember I told you that once this neckline here is broken, we should expect to see price at this demand area here. So this is the next area I'm looking to see price if we successfully break this low. So in the coming weeks on the daily time frame, what I see is if we can break this low, which I don't expect price to really break so quickly, but if we can break this low, then we can expect to see price around 1.2125. okay. Yeah, so with that said, let's quickly go to the next time frame. So on the daily time frame, we are reacting on a strong low, so this is very dicey right now and you have to pay attention to it. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, what do we see, guys? Let's see what we see on the 4-hour time frame. So really quickly on the 4-hour, yeah, we have price is still very bearish on the 4-hour, still bearish, but like I said, there are signs of bullish reactions appearing on the chart right now. So there are signs that we could see some form of bullish ride. So for the head and shoulder pattern, this was the low. Yeah, this was the low here that we're targeting. So we said the low is the ultimate price target, and we're already around that low right now. So what I want to see is the moment I see probably a break of this high, that could be the first sign of a bullish reaction. Okay, so the moment this high breaks, then the next place I want to look at is this point. This is a very valid point on the chart because this was the point that broke through this low here. Okay, the moment this point is taken out still on the chart, then we continue going bullish till we attain this point. But as far the bearish scenario remains, I don't expect this area on the chart to be taken out. Okay, so I expect price not to break through this area because this area is very valid. This area was able to break through this level at this point after many reactions. So price came up from here, came down, couldn't break, came down again, couldn't break, and then finally smashed it. So this is a very, very strong area on the chart. So that point is around 1.2600. okay, so 1.2600 is the point. Around that area you can expect to see a very strong supply reaction if price bulls from here. Okay, but now two scenario here, because this is very, very dicey. Like I said, if we successfully break this level here, so we successfully break through this low, then I want to see price around 1.2091. okay, 1.2091. So you have to be able to observe what price does here, guys. But like I said, I'm seeing signs of a bullish reaction, so but it's going to be towards mitigation. Okay, so that's it on the 4-hour. Then lastly, we are going to see it on the 1-hour. So the 1-hour will just give us a more expanded picture of all we see on the higher time frames. Okay, so basically yeah, this is it guys. We are still around this demand area that I marked out. We've not entirely broken through it. So but like I said, from here there are still signs of a bullish reactions appearing on the chart. So if we see this place broken, then we can target this high up here, and the moment this high is broken, then we come for the ultimate supply up here, and then from there we can continue selling. Okay, so overall I'm still bearish on the charts, but currently we are reacting on a strong low. I guess I've said that enough. So once this low is taken here, yeah, once this low right here is taken, then we can target this point. Okay, yeah, so that's that, guys. If you want more detailed updates on price action, then you could join our private community, the Provision Traders Academy. So the link to our Discord channel is just at the description of this video, so do well to click on the link and be a part of the community where you trade with like-minded traders, and come on, you get to be updated on every bit of price action. Okay, so each of these dicey areas we give price updates, we give trade recaps, we do webinars and lots of premium content we share there. You could also join my free Telegram community. The link is also in the description. Yeah, so join in and enjoy price updates periodically. Okay, so that's that for GBP USD. So like I said, the point we are is dicey. We break down, yeah, we break down from the point and we continue going down. So we break down here, we go down, or we fail to break down, then we could go up from here before going down. So let's just see what happens around this area on the chart. Yeah, so then let's quickly move up to gold. Yeah, so let's see what we are expecting on gold, guys. So on gold, what was our previous forecast for gold? So previously we had that yeah, this was where price closed for last week. So yeah, this was where price closed for last week. So last week we forecasted a sell where this was our TP1 and then our TP2 was this line here. So last week I said from this point I was expecting price to go down up to this line up here. This is our very strong support line that is up here, that is down here, and I said the moment this line is broken, we can expect to see a retap of the line, a retest of the line, and then further bearish movements. Okay, but what did we see? We saw about a 50% drop from where we stopped last week. So this was where price closed last week. Okay, so price closed somewhere around this point last week. So from here we saw about a 50% drop up to this level, if not more than 50, but we could not really attain this line because we reacted off this very valid point on the chart here. Okay, so from this point we have seen a further, we see price levitate to the upside and it's currently reacting off this our trend line. Okay, so that's what we saw. So our forecast last week was decent, but price did not go 100% as we expected to our POI. So we expected price to reach this point, but it did not reach. But definitely if you follow the ride, you should have been profitable because the ride from here was over a 50% drop. Okay, yeah. So what do we expect to see on the chart right now? So looking at the charts, I've always explained that this is a very strong resistance trend line that I mapped out here. It's a very strong line. This line you see on the screen. So it's a strong resistance trend line that has been holding price. So this was when we saw the first rejection from the area. We saw a double rejection here, rejected again from here, and dumped, and then we saw the third rejection here, which we actually traded here. Yeah, and then this another tap of the line. But before we give the forecast, let's quickly do a top-down analysis. Let's see what's going on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, what can we see? What do we expect on the chart? So what we see here basically is like I said on the weekly, this is like the overall target on the low for the weekly. Yeah, so we expect price to come down here for a mitigation to continue the bullish ride if it will continue. But firstly, I made emphasis on this very strong resistance area that has always bounced price. It has always bounced price. So we're expecting more bounce from price if all things are equal. But currently we are still rejecting off this trend line. Okay, so price has not been able to break up the trend line yet. But if you can see, we have been forming series of lower highs and lower lows. Okay, series of lower highs and lower lows moving forward. So let's look at a more expanded time frame, like the daily time frame, really quickly. So on the daily time frame, you can see the view is more expanded, and then we could see price rejecting or reacting off this very strong demand area on the chart. Yeah, so that's a very strong area, and then currently we are reacting off the trend line. Yeah, we are reacting off this trend line here, which is also a supply point here on the lower time frame. Okay, so the daily time frame is looking more bearish right now than bullish because it has not tilted to the bull side yet. We are still bearish on the daily time frame. So what we can expect from here on the daily is a further rejection from the trend line back to this point. Okay, so a further rejection from the trend line. But if we break above, like about trend lines, when it's broken above, it changes to the support, changes to resistance. Sorry, the resistance changes to support. So we can now expect a retest of the line and a bullish continuation up till probably 1980, 2000, and even up to 2060. But I'm still bearish on gold, so I don't really expect the bullish scenario to play out, but you have to be aware. Okay, you have to be aware. Let's see the 4-hour time frame for gold really quickly. So on the 4-hour, what do we expect to see on gold on the 4-hour? The 4-hour, you can see still bearish mitigations. Somehow at this point we were able to break the low. So structurally we broke this low. Structurally, what does that mean to you? So if you understand structures, you would agree with me that this is a strong supply point where we're reacting off. It's a strong high, and this high is expected to hold price, which it is doing right now. And aside from the fact that this is a strong high, we also have this trend line here. Okay, so this trend line here is also resisting price to go back to the downside. So what do you want to see moving forward? You want to see price break through this area. This area is around 1917. The moment 1917 breaks, it's a confirmation for the bearish intent of price. Okay, so let's see 1917. If we see 1917 hold price and we break up the trend line, then the bullish scenario plays out. Okay, yeah, that's that, guys. So we are still reacting on a strong low, remember, and then we could still see bullish scenario play out. But personally, I'm very much bearish. So those are the two scenarios on the 4-hour chart. Then lastly, let's see the 1-hour chart. Okay, so on the 1-hour chart, really quickly, what I expect to see is price broke out of this descending channel here. I mapped out during the week. Yeah, I marked this out for some of our members, so we were able to enjoy some rides from there. Yeah, and then yeah, we're able to ride up to the upside here. Okay, reacting now on this trend line. Okay, so from here I expect further dump. So like I said, let's see how price reacts up this area. Even though I don't expect it to hold long, yeah, I don't expect it to hold. So I expect price to dump down to 1986. Okay, down to 1886. Okay, so I want to see price around 1886 by the end of next week. Okay, so that's for the bearish intent, so we expect to see a dump here. Then for the bullish scenario, if we react here and we're able to pull up above the line, then we can see a retest of the line, and that will be a very decent buy opportunity to buy all the way up. Okay guys, so with that said, that should be enough guide for the week. And then if we are able to break this trend line here, then we can target the daily demand zone below, which is this area. Okay, the moment we break below here, we just expect a retest and then a further dump to the downside. So that will be all for the week guys. So this should be enough guide for you. If you need further guide, do well to join our academy. Yeah, you definitely do need further guide because we share more detailed content for our premium members in the premium community. So do well to click on the link below and join the community. Okay, if you have not subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe like I said, so you don't miss out on premium content like this, because what you don't see on the chart you pay with your money. So it's very vital if you're a trader out there. Do well to also share this video to your fellow traders so they can be enlightened and informed on price updates. So that's all for now guys. Do have a peaceful week ahead. Take care guys.